Should we take another side quest?
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Yep, this is the Sidequest Chronicles. All right, welcome to Sidequest Chronicles.
Hey.
I'm still getting used to the new episode title.
Yeah, don't call us the fantasy football one.
I almost said tailgate. I almost said tailgate Chronicles. I mean,
Yeah, just mixing the two podcasts.
yeah. Well, I'm half host Howard, and there's the other half host William.
Oh, guys. Barely we're just
Uh,
half people, like dwarves. I'm sorry, you're full people. That's not what I meant.
yeah. Oh yeah,
Bye.
that's not a. We're not here to offend people. I just noticed your shirt. That's good
Oh,
for
yep.
that works for our Hall of Fame edition. We're
I
doing
figured I'd
horror.
stay on theme with that today, and I don't know if you can see on the camera here. I got some Michael Myers socks on too. Yeah.
Nice. Yep. So
I mean, you got
let's
the
see.
Star Wars hat again, so that one's kind of on theme too. You're gonna
I
hit
even
some
got
Star Wars today.
a Mandalorian shirt too.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yep. So we are going to be talking a little Star Wars today, but first I'm going to bring up it's going to be like we talked about Buffy last week, and I noticed after the podcast I saw that Michelle Trachtenberger passed away right around a day or two before we recorded that last episode. So we're just
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
I think it was after we got done recording, like not too long after. You texted me and you were like, "Oh, Michelle Trachtenberg died." I was like, "What, dude?"
yeah. I was like, wow, she
Crazy.
was really young. She was really young. So
Yeah, she
I'd say,
was she was 40
yeah, I guess, yeah, that's too
or
bad. It's
39.
sad. It's sad. Just when the um, Buffy was going to be coming back, and she probably was going to be
Yeah,
part of it, or they probably would think that you would think that she would be part of it. Um,
you'd think
so
being, the little sister and everything, but I mean, who
yeah,
knows? They could have. I mean, they're gonna have to go in a different direction now, or I mean, they'll probably just explain like, "Oh, Dawn died doing this, whatever," or "Oh, she moved away," or something like that.
yeah, she's abroad. I mean,
Hey, whoa,
abroad
hey,
learning
easy,
stuff.
easy. Damn, dude, she's dead. Don't speak ill.
Dude, I'm not in the 20s talking about, hey, broad.
Right, said broad. Who says that anymore?
I know.
Hopefully nobody.
What was that? Was that like the 20s through the 50s or something? I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like prohibition speakeasy days.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go down
Interesting.
the street and get me a broad, see? Oh, I might get two broads, see? I don't know why they always said see afterwards.
I don't know why you're using that accent.
That's what they sounded like back then. Like
Oh,
freaking like the
man.
gumshoe. Like, oh, let's go solve a crime because we're private dicks, see? Or whatever. I don't know, man. Wasn't alive then.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. So, I guess let's jump off of that side quest and get onto another side quest. Big news from Star Wars. That's 20th anniversary of the Revenge of the Sith is going to return to the big screen in select theaters in April 25th.
All right. I mean,
So younger kids who
yeah.
watched it on DVD and Blu-ray and now streaming with their dads and their moms have a chance to see it in theater, the big
I
screen.
I just realized something thinking about the dates and everything. And this is pretty much the equivalent of episode 6 being re-released in theaters and like me and you would go see it when
Yeah,
I was younger. This is the
Yeah.
same thing. So I mean, it's cool.
Oh yeah, it's like episode 3 was obviously the better of the 3 movies because of the whole action packedness of the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you had the end of the war, the epic battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan,
Obi-Wan, yeah.
and that
I have the high ground.
yeah, I loved you like the brother. You were the chosen one.
Like it's so bad, but so good.
I hate you.
Just in my head every time I just hear, I'm melting. Not all what he says, but that's what that's the line they should have wrote for.
Yeah. But yeah, it was the better of the 3.
Yep.
And the lightsaber battles were so much better in that series than
Oh,
what they were in the sequel
just
series.
Hayden Christensen and Obi-Wan just put so much effort into every one of those. Like those scenes aren't sped up at all. Like that's
No.
them in real time. And then yeah, I'll see clips of like the newest trilogy and they're just going super slow with everything. I'm like, what? Guys, come on. Step it up.
And and they're acting like they're swinging like a broadsword that weighs like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
It's like, "Ah,
Like
ah." It's
the
like,
handle's
come
this
on.
big and I don't think it weighs that much, man. It's got like a bunch
No.
of mirrors and shit in it.
Yeah. A little bit of the hilt has a little bit of metal on it, and you have some controls, and it's a lightsaber, so it's light. It's lighter
Well,
than
yeah, and
anything.
it's saber style, so it's meant to be more towards like the fencing aspect of it, I believe. So it's
Yeah.
not supposed to be this heavy, unwieldy thing. Like,
It's meant to be a dueling weapon.
yeah, yeah, it's supposed to be graceful.
Yeah. It's a dueling weapon. It's like a fencing, like you said,
Yeah,
fencing. It's like
yeah, yeah. There's supposed
uh,
to be an art behind it, not just. Not sure why I vaguely sounded like Chewbacca. Not what I was going for, but
that
kind of worked.
that that would be if Chewbacca did have a lightsaber.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Can you imagine Chewie with a lightsaber?
Well, I mean, there has been Wookiees that's been Jedi's.
Well, yes, yeah, that's true. I think I
So
meant Chewie specifically.
I'm hoping that if they ever do a movie about the old Republic and back in the day, back when it was more common for Wookiees to also be Jedi's.
Mhm.
Um, hopefully, we get to see a Jedi in real life or a Jedi Wookiee in live action.
Okay, I was like, we're not gonna see any Jedi in real life, Howard. Um, they're not real.
Hey, my powers haven't came through yet, but they might.
So, actually, oh fuck, it worked. Uh, so, fun fact: the guy that married me and Christina, shout out Lucky Bernard if you're watching this. When he went online and got ordained to marry us, there was an option under religious beliefs to check Jedi, and he had to fight so hard not to click it because like he really wanted to, but he was like, I don't know if I could live up to the title of Jedi. I don't know if I can do it.
Oh man, that would be
So
awesome.
yeah, there's
I
like a
would
church of the Jedi and stuff probably.
I would click Jedi. I would totally.
That'd be so cool.
I would. I would.
Yeah, it'd be hard not to.
I identify as a Jedi.
Yeah, and identify as whatever, man.
Okay. Yeah.
So
So
are you gonna try to make it to the theater and see it, or are you
I
just
think
gonna
so.
watch it at home?
I think I might try to take Tyler. That'd be
Okay.
fun to take Tyler to see that.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, seeing it at home is different, especially for a kid, than in the theater.
Oh
And
yeah, you got distractions. You can run around and stuff and not really pay attention.
yeah,
The theater is like a experience.
yes. So it's like I know when like I was too young to experience A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. I think I saw at the drive-in with the family. It was
Okay.
like a one of that was back when you went to the drive-in a lot more.
Yeah.
Um, but and I remember being scared of the snow monster scene with Luke. Um, but that's all I remember of it. So when when they remastered them and brought them
Mhm.
out before Lucas, it was right around the time Lucas was starting to film the prequels. He
Okay.
re-released the original three, like in 3 straight months.
Mhm.
And I remember going to the opening night of A New Hope at like midnight, and I remember that was the most that I mean I was like 19 or 20 or something like that, but I
Mhm.
remember that was the best thing in the world to see that because it's
Oh
like
yeah, you have all this experience with it, but you've never seen it in that setting. So,
yeah, and it's like it makes a big difference in the theater at all. It does. It's like
well,
big
especially with
screen.
the type of movie Star Wars is, like the big, epic, visually stunning sci-fi movie. Like those are meant to be seen in the movie theater, or if you
Yes,
have like a theater in your home, if you're all bougie. But
and the just the sound itself, the
yeah.
sound of the pops of the blasters, the pops of the guns, and just ding ding. Yeah, it's like that
Hmm.
opening scene where the ship is flying and here comes the Star Destroyer. It's like that was just
Yeah.
so freaking
You get the
awesome to see it in.
rumble of your seat and everything.
Yes, it was
Hmm.
great. So I think I might. I mean, I might go enjoy it again. You know, I saw
Yeah,
Revenge of the Sith in the theater with you, probably. I'm pretty sure with
probably.
you. And
Most likely.
yeah. So it's like I want to go. I want to share it with my son. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
take it. I mean, I might get the other. Well, I might talk Zach into going too because he was a real.
There you
He's
go.
he is the huge fan for the prequels. So he
Well,
loved the
yeah, I mean
prequels.
that's his
His
generation.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go see it. So
Cool.
or I'm gonna try to.
Oh yeah. That's what end of April looks like it's coming out.
Yeah, April 25th.
Yeah, like
So
you said, might be a cool one to take the younger kids to. Get them that older older Star Wars experience in the movie theater.
yeah,
Older for them.
because in a lot of people's eyes, prequels are a lot better than the sequels.
Oh, the newest sequels? Yeah.
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 So, but that's going to be a discussion for another day.
Yes. We have had discussions of Star Wars, and I think we're gonna hold off for a little bit for bigger plans for those discussions in the future.
Yeah. But the next segment is going to be there's a little bit of Star Wars
Yep.
and it's a little bit of Star Trek.
Yes.
And this is going to be called Movie Mashup. We're going to bring the Star Wars world to the Star Trek world. And I have
I
my
mean,
own
they're
vision.
fairly similar, except Star Wars adds magic.
True.
Otherwise, I mean, they're still fairly similar.
Uh, so I was thinking about this a lot.
Okay.
Like I was mentioning it before to you, but Star Trek ships, the starships, they have to be because they hold so many people because there's so many jobs and it's a 24/7 job on a starship. It's
Yeah.
like these ships has to be just about as big as star destroyers.
Okay.
I know that might look funky, but I mean, if you think about it, star destroyers are basically the same thing. They're starships, and they're meant to hold a lot of people and a lot of ships. And so it's like it's kind of weird if you put a Enterprise against a star destroyer.
So I was trying to look up pictures for comparison, and I found a couple, but like they weren't very good, and some of them were kind of vague, but like Like the huge Imperial starships are still so much larger than, say, the USS Enterprise.
Okay,
Like that thing is so goddamn massive. But there's the smaller Star Destroyers, and those are
right.
still, I believe, bigger than the Enterprise, but not much bigger.
I think yeah. If you because the Enterprise, it's like most of their all their engines and functions are in the lower part of the ship
Hmm.
and in the nacelles. And basically the everybody lives in the saucer section more or less. Um
Yeah,
I guess maybe saucer section in the neck. Um
yeah.
I'm hoping everybody knows what I'm talking about when I'm saying this saucer in the neck, but but
You should.
you
So
should.
on the Enterprise, there's the big flat part. That's the saucer. The other part that comes up, I'm going to stop using hand gestures because this is getting real weird. My bad. But the neck, it's connected.
And that is paragraph 1 out of Star Trek for Dummies.
Yeah, right. Star Trek Ships 101.
So I just imagine how screwed Earth would be, even with Star Trek as a defensive mechanism, if like 20 of these Star Destroyers just came out of hyperspace in the orbit of Earth.
Yeah, they wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Or we wouldn't know what to do. We would be
I think
done.
oh yeah, we would have to be part of the empire. We'd have to submit to the empire's ways.
Our only hope, and it's not a hope for us, really, it's just a hope for defeating the Empire. And that was not on purpose, it just happened, but I'd like that it happened. Would be the Borg just assimilating everybody on the Death Star, just turning
Oh,
that
yes.
Borg. Screws up everybody because now everybody's under the power of the Borg. But at least it's not the Empire.
Dude, storyline. Empire shows up. Death Star
Okay,
shows up, threatening the Earth. pick your pick your captain, any of the captains. Kirk, Picard, one of them. Hops in the
okay,
Enterprise, warps out of there. Oh, it has to be Picard because Borg is Picard's time. Picard
that's true.
steals. Picard takes off with the Enterprise with his crew, fighting away. Or oh no, he has help from the rebellion. Like before the
Okay,
Empire showed up, the rebellion showed up like Han Solo and stuff like that. And they're
yeah,
on
okay.
board the Enterprise to take off to find the Borg to lead them to Earth to fight the Death Star.
I'd watch that movie. I'd watch it. Let's be real, I'd watch it. It might not be good, but I'm probably going to be entertained the whole time.
And then when the Emperor is about to blow up Earth because we're resisting and fighting him, here comes the Borg to come shoot him up and try to assimilate him. But
Yeah, I mean, but then you have the problem at the end of like, okay, if the Borg do succeed, now they're just gonna try to assimilate us because like we called the big bad to fight the littler bad. Like,
oh my god. Can you imagine an assimilated Death Star?
oh my God. So without agreeing, we're agreeing that Borg greater sign Empire or
Yes.
Sith. Like the Borg are better than the Sith, or in terms of being able to win in a fight.
Yeah, but I think the Sith would be able to get away and
Yeah,
not get assimilated because they do have the
okay,
force powers to just like push the Borg away from them
that's true. That's true.
and electrocute them too.
Oh yeah, get Palpatine in there.
Yeah, yeah, Palpatine.
Nice.
Palpatine. I really think Anakin would have been able to have the lightning powers if he didn't become a cyborg.
Yeah, maybe.
So, you know,
Does each
but
Sith get their own like unique set of powers, or is that something that's passed down, or like can any of
I
them learn it, or how does that work?
I think you learn each. I think powers are there, or you just have to learn the it's about knowledge of the Force of how to use it. Everything's
Okay,
there.
so
Like,
theoretically, Anakin could have channeled his powers of lightning or whatever.
yeah, he could have
Yeah, okay,
if
okay.
he
If he knew
learned
how.
how to do it. Yes, you had to learn
Okay, okay.
like in the prequels, the second movie, or in Attack of the Clones, when Yoda and Count Dooku's fighting. Count Dooku's using lightning, and Yoda's like deflecting it off
Gotcha,
with
okay.
with his own fingers or whatever. And
Yeah, okay.
he goes, and Dooku's like, "Oh yeah, now that we know we're equal in the knowledge of the Force, let's see
Okay.
how you
I
are
forgot
with the
about that.
lightsabers." And that's when Yoda pulled out his lightsaber, and everybody went crazy in the theater because
Tiny
you
little
finally get
Yoda.
to, yeah, you get to see Yoda fight with a lightsaber. It's awesome.
Yeah, not walk with a fucking walking stick.
Yeah.
He used as a backpack.
Yeah, and he spins around and jump bouncing all over everything. That's
Yeah.
kind of
Oh,
I thought
nimbly
that was
bimbly.
awesome. Yep. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um
so basically, if the Borg get involved, it's over.
it's over for everybody, I think. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe like I said, maybe the Sith might be able to get away, you know, because they do have a way to slip out of places.
Hmm.
Um
Are there any other species or races from Star Trek that you would think would hold their own in the Star Wars universe?
hmm.
I mean, I guess they don't have to be going against the Empire. Like, yeah, they could just exist in the Star Wars universe.
Maybe there's
Because like you
I
could
don't
have
know.
Klingons just helping out or helping out the rebels or whatever. Like,
Yeah, you might have the Klingons to help out.
maybe that was a bad example, but
You know, with as many I don't know. I'm trying to rethink my situation about even bringing the Borg involved because if our galaxy with if our Star Trek galaxy can unite together against the Empire,
mhm.
we might be able to defeat the Empire
Yeah, maybe.
with the help of the rebellion and the Jedi, or with Luke and whatever Jedi he has, or
Yeah, yeah, because the Star Trek world is not just humans. Like, there's
right.
plenty of other species in the Star Trek world, so it's not just humans against fucking magic.
And the Vulcans have Vulcans and Romulans, and even Klingons. They have more of a superior navy. They have a more of
Oh
a
yeah. Oh, especially
superior.
Klingons.
Yeah, yeah. They're
Like
more
they're a fighting culture.
and if they can just and if you could develop the cloaking devices to you can fire with a cloaking device, that makes it even
Yeah,
better.
that's
You
true.
know, it's
I think
like
take the Borg out of it, like that would actually be a fairly even fight. Like Empire versus everybody else.
and you could even take the Death Star out of it too.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a little overpowered.
Yeah, because Death Star is just, I mean, just one blast to this planet and it's gone. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Yeah, if you bring the Death Star in, you kind of have to bring in the Borg. Like that's the only solution to that problem.
but then again, would the Borg shield be able to handle the blast of the Death Star?
Ooh,
Because the Death Star, remember, they can blow up a planet,
that's true.
and it's like,
That's true.
and if
I
it, if
wonder how big the Death Star is compared to the Borg, what's it called, collective?
yeah, Borg collective,
Hmm.
ooh, a Borg cube. I don't know. I'd say it might be bigger than the Death Star, maybe.
Like in my head, it's bigger, but I don't actually know. I'm trying to look up if
Yeah.
there's like a size comparison online I can find real quick.
Because if you look at the show, it's way bigger than a starship.
So, I don't know if this is correct, but from Scene Logicum, whatever, Logicum, it says the Death Star is 160 kilometers diameter, and the Borg cube is 3 kilometers tall. So not even close. I
Okay.
don't know how accurate that is, because I feel like the Borg cube would be more than 3 kilometers tall.
3 kilometers. And it's
Yeah, full
saying that
disclosure, I don't actually know how long a kilometer is.
I'm not sure how. I,
Yeah, I don't know the metric system very well.
neither do I. I don't know. That would be a
Yeah, I
crazy
don't know. I'm
movie.
not getting it. Yeah, it would be crazy. Freaking
Can you imagine Captain Kirk in a conversation with Han Solo?
they would probably get along really well.
Probably.
Yeah, especially the Chris Pine version of Kirk.
Oh Jesus! You could probably swap those characters out and put them in each other's shoes, and it'd be almost exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they'll probably get along really well because they're almost the same person.
Although Han Solo would probably not want to be in the captain's chair. He'd probably be in the pilot seat
Oh, that's true. That's true.
because he would want to pilot the ship, not
Yeah.
not command it.
So swap him and who's the pilot? Sulu?
Sulu, yes,
Yeah, he was the pilot, right?
yeah. Sulu's always been the
Yeah.
or helmsman,
Okay. Okay.
and
Yeah,
he's
because
always
they
been.
do. They don't have pilots.
They just have helmsmen
Yeah.
because it takes like a lot of people to run one ship of the one bridge of the ship. That's why I was saying
Yeah,
that
it's not
those
just a
ships
dude in
are.
a steering wheel.
Yeah, it's like that's why I was saying that these ships are a lot bigger
Yeah.
than like the Millennium Falcon. Because Millennium Falcon, their cockpit is basically 5 seats, 6 seats.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but there's still plenty of room in the
Yeah,
rest of it to like hold creatures and cargo, and it's just a different kind of ship. I mean, it's a cargo ship, not a luxury space station.
yeah. I don't know. Any Star Trek and Star Wars fanatic out there that's actually done more research than us, or you're just, or let's just say you're good with numbers and stuff like that, and you can figure this stuff out. Let us know. I mean,
Or if you have like a scale model of these things, like take pictures, show them,
yeah,
show them to us. Let's see it.
yes.
Of those, not whatever pictures you want. Let's not do
Or we could,
that.
or just give us your opinion on what you think.
There you go. Listen to Howard, don't me.
Of what you think the size and everything is with the ships and stuff.
If you think we're totally wrong, let us know.
Yeah. Draw it out. How do you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Or who do you guys think would win? Star Wars or Star Trek?
Well,
Yeah,
Star Trek.
I don't
Star
know.
Trek has the Federation, which is a big galaxy, right? Actually, no. Our guy. See, I would almost think that Star Wars would probably win because Star Wars has hyperdrives can go from one side of the galaxy to the next quickly.
Yeah,
Star Wars or Star Trek, they're stuck in their quadrants and they can't get very far very fast.
yeah.
Like
Well,
Voyager
and
got.
so I'm gonna go Star Wars just because I know I said it earlier. They have magic.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
Force is magic. You can't like a, basically at this point a supernatural society versus people with ships. I'm gonna go with the people with powers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I got a but. What if the Force only exists in their galaxy? They cross over into our galaxy and there's no
Ooh.
Force. Or else we would have
Well,
the Force.
shit. Well, yeah, I'd probably go Star Trek on that one. Yeah, I'm going Star Trek on that one.
Because, well, I mean, I'm going to go back to the Borg cube versus the Death Star. I always kind of, in my brain, thought they were about the same size.
That's what I always thought too. That's why I was curious to look it up, but then I'm not sure if I actually found it.
Yeah, well, Alrighty.
Yeah.
So I think we talked that through.
Yeah.
We're gonna go grounded now. We're gonna go to the ground. We're gonna get out of space,
Yep.
and
Yep.
we're gonna do a backseat writers, which is kind of not. I mean, we're not gonna. I don't know. We maybe talk about the ending and see if we liked it or not, or what we'd maybe do differently. But this is backseat writers of How I Met Your Mother. That's a show that's very near and dear to me and William's hearts. We
Yeah, I
watched
mean,
it,
it's one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
and I've started it. I restarted it, and I've laughed. It's still laughing my ass off with everything that they do.
So I finished rewatching it another time through. So I've seen it probably all the way through at least 5 times. I've caught chunks here and there besides that, but like after the last time I finished it, which was only a couple months ago, I seriously debated starting it over again. I didn't. I moved on to other things, but I really thought about it.
So, the ending, your opinion?
Ooh, okay. So I have two different opinions. I have my opinion of it when I first watched it, and I have my new opinion after watching it multiple times. Original opinion, that was fucking dumb. Like, really? The whole series, what, 9 seasons or whatever it was, and then at the end he still just ends up with Robin. Are you fucking serious? The whole show was pointless. After watching it through a few times, my new opinion, he got the life he wanted in so many different ways. Like he got his wife and kids, he got that fulfilled or that life fulfilled, and then he still got Robin in the end.
Yep.
I'm more okay with the ending now than I was before.
Yes, I kind of am too. Especially, I mean, I was in the same opinion. I was like, what the hell? All that, and
Mhm.
it still goes back to Robin. It's like
Yeah.
this whole situation. It's like, but after starting it now, and I realize, oh, it's just he gets what he wants, but then at the end, he also gets what he wants. You know, he
Well,
got his
and
wife,
from
he
the
got his kids.
beginning, it's pretty obvious he's going to end up with Robin. It's one of the first things he talks about.
Yep.
Like, they tell you right there how it's going to end, pretty much.
Oh, I got a little tidbit I just noticed on one of the episodes, on the first
Okay.
Thanksgiving episode. Did you know that they teased the mother's name right from the start?
How so?
The first episode, or the first Thanksgiving episode where they go to the strip club, Marshall and Lily's at his parents' house. Um,
Okay.
Barney, Robin, and Ted, they go to a soup kitchen and was volunteering, but then got kicked out. Then they
Yeah.
go to the strip. They go to the strip club with the buffet.
Yeah.
So, and then at the end, well, after Ted gives us lap dance to a homeless guy, the stripper comes up and says, "Hi, that was really nice of what you said. I'm this," and told her stripper name. And then she's like, "Well, later, if you want to call me Tracy, I'll
Huh.
be available." And then at that point, he tells his parents, "And that's how I met your mother." They're like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, no, I'm just kidding." But Tracy is the actual mother's
So
name.
they give away the name.
Yes,
Huh.
I never noticed it before until this time I went through. I'm like, wait a minute. I had to look it up, make sure. But her name
That's
is
crazy.
Tracy. So he actually gave the name of the mother, and which
Huh.
makes the which makes the reaction from the kids
Hmm.
more better, because then they were like, because they know their mom's name.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, oh my
They're
God, I
like,
was Bob. Oh wait, no.
mom's a strip. They were believing it because that's their mom's name.
Well, yeah, and
I
it's
never,
right there. Just no.
yeah.
Yeah, I never noticed it. I
Oh
mean, really,
gosh.
it's not. It's not like a huge surprise of what her name is, I guess,
Right.
really. So, but
It's just,
but yeah,
it's just,
I never noticed.
they teased her name right from the start. That's like first season,
That's pretty cool, actually.
in the
Well,
first
so
Thanksgiving episode.
so they knew, or okay, so I've heard that they knew what they were going to do for the ending of the show since the beginning,
Okay.
because the two kids had to sign NDAs and all this stuff because throughout the show, they look the same. They would have aged. So they filmed all of those kids' scenes in the first season. So, like, all the reactions they have. So they
Oh,
knew it was going to be Robin from the beginning of the series, but they couldn't
oh
say
my,
anything about
oh my God, that's
it.
just crazy.
Yeah, because they had to film the
Wow.
scenes where it's like, of course, go get Robin, blah, 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 blah. It's been 6 years. So, like, they knew the ending of the show since they wrote it,
They had
which
to
is kind of
sit
cool.
they had to sit there after the first season and wait another 9 years.
Yep. Just to see how they were
Ugh,
going to make it happen. Like they knew how it was going to end, they didn't know how it was going to
mm,
get there.
wow. That's crazy.
So, have
That's an
you seen there's a alternate ending that I don't know if it's an actual alternate or if somebody just put it together that it was their alternate ending. And then there's also a deleted scene. Have you seen those?
no.
So, the alternate ending, I got this from at Prattlestar on YouTube. So, go check him out if you want to. So this one, Tracy, the wife, doesn't die. So the basically the end scene of the series is after they get married, they go back to the bar. They're sitting in their booth, just like they did. Lily gives her toast. Ted then says this was a long road, but it wasn't a difficult road. And then he just gives like a quick recap of all the like significant events that led to him meeting Tracy. And then it goes to the scene where they're under the yellow umbrella at the like bus station, and then it just has a picture montage and then the credits, and that was the end of the series.
Uh,
I think that would have been great.
that would have been good.
So then there's a alt or a deleted scene that was actually like Josh Radner's talked about it and stuff, but I got this one from Nerdstalgic here on YouTube. Um, so it's basically uh, oh, Ted and Robin. So it's after Ted has been married, he has kids. They meet up for coffee in a cafe, and they're just bullshitting about old times and whatever. Ted says something. Robin misreads it and thinks that Ted still has feelings for her. Like explains like, "Oh my God, I've been feeling this too. I just didn't know if you did." Blah blah blah. And then Ted's like, "Oh hey, no, like I'm happy with my life. Like I've moved on." And then it kind of gives closure to everything. So
Hmm.
like you wouldn't have had to have him go back to Robin and still like you could even still have the mom die, but then it would I don't know, there was closure between the two of them. I thought that would have been great, but they took
Yeah.
it out. They didn't leave it in there. Because I feel like having him be with Tracy, she dies, then he ends up with Robin. It looks like he's settled for Tracy. Because like Robin's the
Yeah.
one he wanted the whole time, but like with the other ones, it doesn't make him look like old bitch.
But then again, he's always was out for the perfect person, and the perfect person wanted kids and the suburb life.
Yes.
And Robin was never going to be that way.
No, but he was still the perfect person for Ted, just minus those couple factors.
Right.
It's like he still
But he
wanted
was,
Robin, he just couldn't have her. So I mean, he basically settled for Tracy.
eh, well,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
one way to look at it.
I think they also made Tracy to be out. She was perfect for him too.
Oh yeah,
They,
yeah,
because the driving gloves,
yeah,
the
yeah,
little,
yeah.
all the little things, it's all the little things he talked about, how perfect she
Mhm.
was, stuff like that.
Yeah. See, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like with the ending that they gave it, with him eventually ending up with Robin anyway, kind of takes away from Tracy was the perfect woman, because now, oh, she's gone. I can go with the person I wanted to be with before her,
Right.
instead of like, oh no, she was the perfect woman. Okay, here's my life.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't like it at first too, because it's like,
Yeah,
what? It's like
yeah,
it's like you get married, you have kids. Now it just seems like she's in the way, and now
yeah, almost.
she passes away because she got sick, and now she's not in the way. So you're gonna go get Robin now? What? Really?
I mean, he did wait 6 years, so I guess it wasn't right away.
Yeah.
So
Was it 6 years?
yeah, in the last
Oh,
episode, they say when him and the kids together are realizing like, no, hey, go for Robin. The daughter says, Dad, it's been 6 years. Go get Aunt Robin.
okay. See, there
Yeah.
we go.
So yeah, I guess in a way I'm okay with the ending, but like it does, I'm not okay with it at the same time. I don't know. One of those weird ones.
See, it's one of those catch-22 things. Hopefully, I'm using it right. If not, oh well. Uh, you watch the show, you want them to be together the whole damn time.
Mhm.
They end up not being together. He ends up being somebody else. That somebody else is gone after that, and then they finally get to be together. It's like the whole show was. I don't know.
See, they make you forget that he's telling a story to his kids about his wife, because the entire time he's talking about Robin.
Exactly, and I think that's the whole point at the ending where the kids are like, Dad,
Yeah,
you were
of
talking
course you're
about
gonna go with Robin.
you, you, you were talking about Robin the whole freaking time. It's like,
Yeah,
what are you waiting for? I mean, come on.
yeah,
Maybe there should have been something that okay, the wife dies, and maybe he comes across something that has to do with Robin, and it stirs up old feelings that he's had from a
yeah.
long time ago. And it's been 6 years, and the kids have been bugging him to move on.
Hmm.
Come on, move on. Come on, just start dating again. And then he runs
Well,
across Robin, and then stirs up the feelings, and that's when he decided to talk about all this stuff in front of his kids.
or him just innocently telling his kids the story of how he met their dead mother. He started remembering everything,
Yeah,
all the stuff about Robin, and him telling that story to the kids is what stirred up everything. So like,
that that too.
because yeah, the show's 9 seasons for us. To
Yep,
them, it's what, a couple
couple
hours,
hours.
few
Yeah,
days, maybe, however they spread it out. So like, he could have had the intent of telling this like innocent story of like, oh, how I met your mom, and then coming at the end of it, all three of them realizing like, nah, dude, you still like Robin.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that deleted scene would have. I think I would have felt better with the ending with that deleted scene, just because, like I said, Ted. It would have showed that Ted had that closure and then moved on. But then now, after she's been gone for 6 years, he's telling the story. She's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. Fuck, they might as well.
yeah. So he goes and
But,
steals a blue horn again.
yeah, which he probably already had. Which, why are you keeping it that long, dude?
Oh no, it showed him go into the restaurant,
Oh,
and
did he take it? Okay.
yeah, because they had it chained to the wall. He took
I thought that
wire
was at a
cutter.
different point.
Was it?
Yeah, I
I'll
didn't
have
think that
to.
was the finale.
I will keep you updated when I get to that point
Okay.
because I am watching it, and I will blow through this series because it is only half an hour long episodes. So
Yeah, I know he steals it a couple times throughout the series. I think Robin might even steal it at one point.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, anyway.
It's a good series. We will probably be talking about it more than this time.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Yeah, like
watching
I
it.
said, it's one of our favorite shows.
I'm watching it. I will be bringing it up, especially when I get to the slapsgiving episodes.
Yeah. Oh, I love those episodes. They're so
so
good. Oh.
so do I. I just skip one. I sometimes just look up those episodes and watch them just to watch them. Just
Oh,
nothing better.
quick little uh fun fact before we move on. So you probably haven't gotten there through in this time yet, but when Marshall's dad dies, did you know that there it was written in the script that Lily tells some news to Marshall, but it didn't say what it was. He didn't know what it was until they filmed that scene, and they only filmed it in one shot. So
Oh,
his
really?
reaction is genuine.
Genuine.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that makes it so much better. Because like,
Yes, it does.
and him like channeling the character and just having whatever reaction that that character would have. Like, he's a great actor. Oh my God.
That's what a great director will do.
Yeah, yeah.
A director and producers, those are the little things that get you the responses you want
Hmm.
by, hey, don't tell Marshall about the surprise. Or
Yeah, I'm
Lily
not
has to
even
tell
sure
him.
if like Lily knew.
All right. Don't tell
Oh,
anybody what's
obviously
going
she
on.
had to know because her line was in there. But
Right. So,
yeah, I saw a little clip of an interview with Jason Segel, and he said that he knew it could be like one of a couple things, like either Lily was pregnant, or she was asking for a divorce, or his dad died, or one or two other things. So like he knew generally what was probably going to happen, but he didn't know exactly.
um, so this is the second week in a row we talked about a show
Yeah.
that has, oh God, I can't even remember her name now. It's on the top of my head. Lily.
Oh, oh my God. Allison Hannigan.
Allison Hannigan.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So
Buffy and How I Met Your Mother.
next week we're going to be talking about the American Pie series.
Oh yeah.
No, just
I
joking.
mean, maybe who knows?
I mean, who knows? Maybe a bit in the future. But
I
all
do like
right.
those movies.
Yeah, they are good. Allison Hannigan. Is she in any other TV shows? I'm trying to think.
Ooh, I don't know.
I think she took a
I can't
break
really.
after,
So I can't even really think of any other like movies that she's been in besides like American Pie.
and her husband was in How I Met Your Mother a lot too.
Who's she married to?
Sandy Rivers.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
That's her
didn't
husband.
know that.
Yeah, that's her husband. She met him on the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I forgot he was on that too.
Yeah, Wesley.
Yeah, the other Watcher. Son
Wesley
of a bitch.
Wyndham Price. So, all right, we're going to wrap up How I Met Your Mother, and we're going to go on
Yeah,
to the Hall of Fame
doing our
section of
yeah
the the duos and the side
side
characters.
characters. Do we have a wheel
And
this week, Howard?
yes, I do have a wheel.
Okay, okay. Well, that's for figuring out next week.
That is for figure. I'm going to
Yeah.
pull it up anyways, so we don't forget
Okay.
about it. It is ready to go. Make sure I
So
have the
this week's
volume.
was horror slash monsters supernaturalness.
And there is so much. There's so much that has to do with that kind of genre, and there's
Oh yeah, the way we did it, at least this time, we left it pretty wide open. Like we might decide in the future to refine it down a little bit, but at least for now, it's a pretty open category.
yes. So All right. Oh, rock,
You
paper,
wanna?
scissors. Who gets to go first?
Okay. All right, are we
All right.
doing rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Rock, paper, scissors. What shoot is when we put
Yeah,
the.
so you do rock, paper, scissors, and then you do it.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do that. All right.
All right. Ready?
Let's see.
Rock, paper, scissors,
So,
shoot. No.
are you holding up
There's a
a
time
rock?
delay. I
Yeah,
don't
there
know.
is.
There's a time delay.
You know what? Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Are we doing the duos first?
Duos, yes.
Okay. Uh, this being horror, one of my favorite categories. Anybody that knows me, this is not going to be a surprising pick at all. Uh, I'm picking Billy Loomis and Stu Macher,
Oh man, I almost picked him.
the two original Ghost Faces.
Yep,
It's me. I have to. Like, there was no other option for me.
that's a
Actually,
good
I did
choice.
have another option, but I chose not to.
I almost picked them, but I chose not
Okay.
to.
Okay.
I'm
See, and
glad.
those were the ones we were talking the other day, and those were the two I was talking about where I was like, I don't think you're going to get them. I don't even know if you're going to know who they're from when I say the names. I wasn't sure how familiar with Scream you were.
I knew them. I saw them.
Okay,
I was
okay.
gonna, and they were not on my direct list
Hmm.
because I didn't have room to put them on there. But my scribbles. So my duo is actually from a
Okay,
large. It's a large franchise now, and they're actually based on real life ghost hunters, supernatural people, and that's Ed and Lorraine Warren.
who are they from?
The Conjuring, Annabelle,
Okay, okay,
um, but that series where they go in and they ghost hunt. They're trying to get rid of demons and stuff like that.
okay. I know of the movies. I have never seen them, and I am
Really?
very surprised that you did not pick Sam and Dean.
Sam and Dean. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I thought for sure that those were going to be your two.
Oh, I was just focused on the movies.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, it's friggin' there's so many different categories.
Eh,
All right, so Ed and Lorraine from The Conjuring.
yeah, the
All right.
Conjuring franchise. So,
Since I since I went first in duos, you want to go first on the side character?
yes, my side character is not a human being,
Okay.
and that is Sam from I Am Legend,
The dog?
the dog.
All right.
Is that acceptable?
You Yeah, he's a side character. Fuck it.
Yeah,
What's his
the
name?
side character.
Sam?
Sam,
Okay.
pretty darn good
You
dog.
you did not go where I thought you were gonna go, Howard.
Oh.
So
uh,
I wrote down two side characters because I figured I would take the one that you didn't take, but both of them are still available, so that's cool. Now I have to decide which one. You son of a bitch. Oh,
that is why you made me go first, didn't you?
yeah, because I thought you would narrow it down for me. Damn it.
Oh, yeah, I
All
saw
right.
that there. I was like, oh, I wonder. Yeah, I went with a couple. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go. I know I brought up Supernatural. I'm gonna stay there. And I'm gonna go with you idiots, Bobby Singer.
Oh, Bobby
Balls.
Balls. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Nice.
The other one I thought you were going to pick for the side character was Spike.
Oh man. See,
See?
there's so much to choose from. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's like I had I don't know. I mean, we might not get to this again for a little while, but I as the side characters, I had the twins from The Shining,
Oh yeah. Yep.
Red Rum. So,
Red Rum. Oh yeah, no, we'll hit this category again. Oh,
Yeah.
do you want to explain what we're going to be doing with the wheel?
Okay,
How
so
we're going to do it weekly?
we got a wheel here. Oh, I don't know if that's good. Ah,
It's a little bright, but I mean, we get the
uh,
gist.
let's see. Can we see it better?
Oh,
There
there
we
we go.
go. Okay, we got this wheel. It has different categories on it. Video game, cartoon, superhero, comedy, drama, horror, monster, sci-fi, fantasy. Uh, what's that? Family kids,
Think so.
family friendly. Yes, friend, and then a free space. So, and then we got a lot of other categories from a listener.
Yep. Shout out to Hope. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much. And we will probably be, as we use up these categories, we are going to sub them in for other categories. So
Yeah.
I'm going
So
to just,
whatever. Yeah. So pretty much whatever one we landed on, we're gonna take that out for the next week and bring up one of the new ones. Correct.
yes.
Cool.
So I'm going to spin it and I'm going to turn it back over to the camera.
It almost landed on sci-fi again,
I know.
but we got
I was
fantasy.
like,
We got fantasy.
fantasy. Fantasy is a new one. That's fantasy is like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. So
Like,
make believe.
yeah, make believe stuff's like, I mean, there's
Fantasy.
a lot of stuff on streaming services now that has to do with like
Oh
The
yeah, there's like
Witcher,
Wheel of Time, The
Wheel of
Witcher.
Time.
There's
Yeah.
video games. You got uh, Final Fantasy, Skyrim, that kind of thing. There's all kinds of stuff.
So that's that.
Can we pick just a dragon, like as a side character? Not a specific one, just dragon.
Yeah, I would say yes because I mean,
Just a dragon. Like okay, so fair warning, my side character for next week is a dragon,
not if I
not a
go first.
specific dragon.
Well, I mean,
No, I know. I was
because
joking. I will pick a specific character, not just a dragon.
well, if we pick a dragon, I mean, if we pick a specific one, then there might be times where we're going to be picking like 25 different types of dragons. And
I mean, just pick the coolest dragon.
Schmog.
Oh, I didn't even think of him. I was thinking of oh shit, there's like a kids book series named after the dragon. It's not Aragorn? No, yeah? No.
Hmm.
No, that's Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. So, fantasy next week.
Fantasy. We will take out horror for and pop something in there.
Yep.
Remind me to do that.
Right. We'll have to figure out how we're gonna pop in the new ones. We're just gonna go in order or jump around or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's something we'll talk about.
Cool.
So we both. So, anyways, thank you for listening. This is a fun one.
Yeah.
And don't forget to rate us, comments, give us ideas for segments. I mean, if you have
Yeah.
a nerdy pop culture show or something you want to talk about or want to hear us talk about, hell, let us know.
Yeah. Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. So thank you for listening. And you got anything?
No, I was just thinking we got to come up with a better sign off.
Yeah, we do. We really do. Hey, if you have a sign off for us, let us
Yeah, there
know.
you go. Anyway,
And this
see you
is
guys.
And this has been the Sidequest Chronicles. Dun, dun, dun. Wait for the music. All right. Thank you guys, and have a good week.